But what a nice problem that Lee Carsley has in this time in the job with those players and trying to figure out how to fit them into this England team.
It absolutely feels like a great problem to have, but I actually feel it will be a difficult one for Lee, in that whoever he leaves out, there'll be massive, the press will be trying to dissect how can you leave him out.
Yeah.
And then the question, and it seems to have been for a lot of England managers over the years, is how do you shoehorn all these quality players into one team? Now, the thing about Lee is he won't do that. We know that. He will just know about a way he wants the team to play, and he'll know that these players, especially Palmer, Foden, these young guys who he's worked with at the younger age groups, he'll know everything about them. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they play.
Have a look at the team then, Richard, because he has shoehorned them all in, but albeit he has been helped in a sense by the fact that Harry Kane's injured and Grealish is injured as well, so he maybe has a bit of room. But how is it all going to I don't know who's necessarily going to play where, but do you think this is how it's all going to shape up in the end?
Yeah, I think looking at the picture there, I think Palmer will play further forward, Foden and himself as 2 10s with Saka and Gordon higher up and Bellingham in that false 9 position. You'll end up with Lewis and Trent coming inside to support Rice in that midfield, leaving Stones and Colwill as probably the only 2 sort of defenders and tacklers in the whole team. I mean, when they have the ball, they're going to be brilliant to watch, but without the ball, they're going to have to require the likes of Palmer, Foden, Saka to track back, to do the defensive side of the jobs. And yeah, like you said, we know when they're in possession, they're going to be brilliant. But
is the point you're making, Gary, though, is if things don't go well, if they don't win easily, will people say you haven't been strong enough to say, right, Kane's injured, Ollie Watkins plays because he's the deputy, and you got to tell one of those big names, sorry, you're on the bench?
Yeah.
Is that not the job?
Well, that is the job, and I don't think Carzo will shirk away from that at all. He's talking to Bellingham here, and it's just the depth that they have, and so many of that quality in that second line of attack, number 10 players. But I just feel that he'll look at it and think, well, listen, I don't want really a centre forward at the moment to be stretching the game, because I think he gets that from Saka and Gordon on the wings. So it might be that Bellingham is dropping short into that 10 area to create space. Then, if you're a centre half and Bellingham suddenly goes, you've got a decision. If you go in with him, those 2 guys from outside to in are going to run in diagonally at pace in on goal. So I think there'll be a system. I think he said in the build-up to this game, he said, I know how I'm going to play them all. Well, let's see.
And he's probably thinking, like, well, I don't have the job yet. There's no point falling out with any of them just yet either. So.
Yeah, but I actually think it's a preference for him, and I think you might find out that it's difficult for Harry Kane to get back in the team. I think he wants a fluid team, very mobile, that can all move and play different positions. And Harry Kane's coming to that stage in his career where he's less mobile, less active in the bigger games. He's not scoring as many as you would like to. And if this goes well tonight, and it looks like on paper, it looks the dream team sort of thing up front, this could be the England going forward, I think.
You think Harry Kane could be in bother?
I think he could be. Like, Harry Kane's going to score goals all the time wherever he is, but the way that I would imagine that Carsley wants to play involves more fluidity in the movement of the forward line.